Hey, welcome. I'm not expecting anybody to show up on this at all. This is impromptu. This is a YouTube live video instead of using the StreamYard. I'm also using an external microphone. One of our biggest challenges with StreamYard has been audio, and that's expected. Man, we've bought several microphones. The microphone that I'm going to use today, hopefully, is one that Nick Edward donated to our channel. So I'm just kind of curious if the YouTube Live has better audio than StreamYard. Um, I'm not sure about the quality of this microphone. I have shot a video, and just to see how it does. But there's another part that I'm curious about, and the second thing I'm curious about is actually what happens to the video after it's not live anymore. So just gonna sit around and talk, and I don't have a second pair of eyes here. I'm gonna talk about a couple of knives, what they mean to me, just so we'll have something to talk about. And just keep in mind, man, I'm just testing things out. This isn't like a serious live. So if you happen to be here, thank you. But if you're not, that's totally cool too. I'm just testing out some equipment, mostly the microphone, and secondary. I just kind of want to see what happens to this. No audio. Thank you, Michael Morgan. Okay. Oh, kidding. Okay, all right. Does the audio Mimo, you've been in one of our other lives before. Does it sound better or does it sound worse than what our all right, you hear me just fine? Cool, man. I don't have a lot of time to sit here and play with that. With YouTube Live is that you don't get options like you have on stream. Yeah, I understand that. But I the my struggle with okay, pin message. Yeah, I can already see some differences, huh? We just can't click on the thing, and let me see what happens with pin message. Okay, I just pinned it. Yeah, so you don't actually get the message like in on the screen. Is that might be something. Okay, so I want to talk about some knives just to have something to talk about. That way, if anybody logs in, maybe they'll watch it for a little while. We'll be able to see exactly what happens with the video after the live is over with. I'm not sure what's up with all that. I'm just testing, but the Graham and Satu got this knife from Dave. He ran an auction, or not an auction, but kind of more of like a raffle or whatever. You know, like if you were interested in the knife, then you let him know you were interested in the knife, and you had the opportunity to buy it if your name was drawn. I was not drawn. That was for the one with the clip point style blade. It had the shark painted on one side of it, and um anyway, I guess about a week later, he messaged me and said, "Hey man, you still want a Satu?" He's like, I run into one. He said, if you want it," he said, I can direct you to it." I very much appreciated that. So ended up with the Satu, and yeah, it probably is gonna get bad, Matt. But so I ended up with the Satu. So that knife means a lot to me. Another knife that means a lot to me sitting over here. You've seen it a lot. I was talking to Jed yesterday. It's the Jed Hornbeak, the Kermit Rhodesian, and um, anything that I have by this maker has meant a lot to me. Like JS Blakecraft. I'm not sure if he's still here, but he's got some excellent videos. He actually has the Tonto. Um, I believe. I believe if I'm not mistaken, I think he's got a video on the Tonto, which is like the Kermit Tonto. This is the Kermit Rhodesian. Love this knife. I was super excited. Went to Blade Show. I didn't get to meet Jed, but I did find out shortly after when Scav and Joe started putting up videos about Jed Hornbeak. I was like, I've never heard the word Hornbeak unless it was being referred to as little small town I was born in, like population like 220. Um, and that's in Tennessee. And he was like, that's exactly where, Scab told me, he said, that's exactly where Jed Hornbeek's at. I said, really? Because that's like 14 miles down the road. So I live about 14 miles from Jed, and I thought that was really cool. So it's not just the fact that he makes phenomenal knives, but he's also very local. So anything that we pick up, and I think this is the only one we have back here. He does have my antler hunter at this moment. He's making me a new sheath for it. He's gonna make one that was nothing wrong with the sheath that I got from him. It was very premium sheath, but the sheath he's making for me is mirrored. So anyway, love Jed Hornbeak. Makes excellent knives. And what else we got around here? I ain't got a whole lot sitting here. I'm not prepared. I was just gonna talk about some crazy stuff, man, because I was trying to just kind of trying to get something to talk about. But Spartan Acrobus picked this up off of Nick Edward. He's got a channel Behind the Edge. He just a second. You two could run string. Yes, we could. We could have tree houses. I think he may have a tree house. I believe he does. I was I was over his house and I was like, "What is that back there?" He said, "That's a tree house." But yes, that's right. That's cool. So we may continue to use StreamYard. We'll have to do. We're going to do a test with StreamYard too. Probably not today. Courtney may do it when she gets home today, but we really want to check out this microphone. I'm not sure how special this microphone is, but I have bought some of those like crazy expensive microphones, and they're broke in the box, and getting your money back from them, or I guess they're broke. They're not working. Like, is it Rode? I believe is the brand, and I'm not crazy expensive. Like I was in a band once, and I understand that microphones get on up there like the Shure 57s and 58s and stuff like that. Like those were not fun to replace either. But those aren't the types of microphones we're needing. So I don't know anything about these microphones at all. But anyway, the Acrobus made by Spartan Blades, Curtis I. Vito. If man, get on JS Bladecraft's channel, and he's got a live with Scab and Curtis I. Vito, one of the best. Like, I'm not just saying this because it's here, but one of the best interviews that I've actually went back and listened to that interview 2 or 3 times, man, just to get like you know how lives are. Sometimes you miss things. Sometimes you have to get up and use the bathroom, and like you don't want to rewind. So just go back and make sure I got all the information, especially before I actually did the video on this one. This was Spartan's first blade they come out with. Um, I mean, I'm sorry, this is Spartan's first folder they come out with. And that was followed by a very interesting story that you can get over there at JS Bladecraft's channel if you're not linked. I mean, if you're not subscribed to JS Bladecraft, you need to, man. He makes some excellent videos. That's like I want to say he told me that his name is Joe, and I believe he told me that he is into film editing is what he does. So like his videos are not chump change. His videos are excellent, man. Like they're not like mine at all. They don't throw stuff together. They're good quality stuff. Uh, Another knife I really enjoy, and I still haven't cleaned it up from when Courtney screwed it up, was this Morris Strider. The thing feels really good in hand. It's got a small handle, but it feels really good in hand. But man, the jimping on this thing is it's excellent, excellent jimping. I think I will carry that with me, and I've got a kit in the truck that I keep with me to clean up. Y'all notice anything crazy about the volume? Is anything happening? Guys probably just letting it run. Okay, yeah, man. Well, it's about 10 minutes. That's about 9 minutes anyway of testing. So I'm gonna go back and rewatch it, and I'm gonna see if there's anything I can tweak. I don't have many tools on the laptop to make adjustments for microphones. So like, I may need to get a microphone that has like an app yeah, that an app that you can install to actually, or I may need to get into some sort of app where I can actually fine tune the highs and the lows and the mids and stuff like that. Like kind of like having a PA system, and like an editing board. I'm not sure. Well, I'll figure all that out, do some homework, but That's one of the main reasons why I don't like to go live as much as I used to is because the audio. I'm not a very clear speaker anyway, and when I start talking like fast and mumbling, it gets really fuzzy, and it's hard for me to understand what I said. It's going to be impossible for you guys to understand what I'm saying. So, all right, that's enough for testing. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. We very much appreciate you. Yeah, Joe, man, dude, seriously, I'm not just saying that because you're here. If you need to subscribe. And man, Michael Morgan, which we call him Mimo, I'm sure both of you know him, but Michael Morgan has some of the funniest shorts available on the planet. I mean, like, you can just go into his channel and you can just straight up just stay in his channel for hours, just playing around with the shorts. He's got some. He'll make fun of us, like the people in the knife community. I don't think he's got one out on me yet, but I can't wait. I can't wait to see it when he does. So definitely, man. Like if you don't know Michael Morgan and you happen to be here, or if you're watching this later, check out Michael Morgan too for sure. What's going on, Dopey? Yeah, man, I was just about to end it actually because I'm just doing the testing for a microphone and I want to see what happens to the video later. Um, I don't have a problem with StreamYard, but like it seems like the audio quality is always dumbed down in StreamYard, and we haven't found a way to fix it like with any of the microphones that we own. And this might not be any better, but it's the audio that I'm mainly concerned with right now. But yeah, Dopey, I'm gonna mic sounds good to you? Does it sound better than the normal lives on StreamYard? 'Cause those always sound fuzzy to me, and I'm not talking about fuzzy, fuzzy like white noise fuzzy, but it sounds like the words have a little bit of fur on them, if that makes sense. Like it's the clarity is not there. Like it's not like it's static and it's breaking up and cutting in and out like a CB radio or something. It's more like the words have some growth on them, like a fungus or something. I don't know. I'm sitting here looking at Dopey in the chat box, like he can see me back. I guess he can. It's a little better, but I'm also on a job, so I might not hear the fuss. Okay, that's fine. That's fair enough. All right, brother. We are going to end this thing, and we're gonna see what happens to it after. Try shaving. Get rid. That's what's up. That's some good info. That's some good advice, Matt. I appreciate it. All right, so gonna end the live stream. Thanks for popping in. And sorry, I know it was just impromptu and we didn't have a lot to talk about. Just want to see what happens with this thing after it's over with. You guys have a great one, man. We'll catch you on the flip side.